How can I launch a DCC with the proper add-ons? Let's see how we can verify whether the Blender we are using or any DCC is running the correct version and has the proper plugins for the project we are working on. We are going to use several tools simultaneously. The first is a new action that allows Blender to check the current state of what is available in the scene, both in terms of version and installed add-ons. Secondly, we will register in the project settings the list of required add-ons for this specific project so that the system can provide that list through the API to be checked. And thirdly, we would execute code in the event that the configuration is correct. Let's start by creating a new action button to see how it is placed and customized. The first thing we do is ask ChatGPT to provide code that allows us, within Blender, to determine what is currently available for this purpose. We will place that code in the Manage section, create a new action, paste the code into it, name it Add-on List, specify that it will run in Blender, and then save it. We will open a Blender instance that Kraken controls within the system and display its terminal. Here we have the Blender terminal. We go to Kraken, then to the DCC section and correctly select Blender. We can pin the panel so it does not move. This allows us, for example, to switch between different DCCs easily. Now, with the terminal visible, we press the new button that has appeared. After clicking it, Blender immediately lists the add-ons that are currently installed in the environment. Within the code we are using to describe the element, we can make an API call to retrieve the authorized add-on list. Then, after comparing both lists and identifying any missing or extra add-ons, we can execute a command on this line to automatically install them. In this way, scenes will always be ready to run. This action we created prints the list of elements. We can add a small differentiation here so that we can also see updates. If we generate this change and update it, then press save, we can run it again without doing anything else, and we will see that the expected change has been reflected. This is very useful because we do not need to redeploy the code for the update to reach the element. Once this action has been created, we can instruct the system not only to execute it through a button or menu, but to insert this logic wherever it is needed. Let's disable this part here. This action, once created, is now available to the rest of the system. For example, we can configure tasks in the rig department to include a new action. We will specify that this task should use the new add-on list action and place it in this button panel. Additionally, instead of only running a hello message at startup, we will also execute the add-on list backend function for Blender. Here we have the full catalog of properties available for execution. We select add-on list and configure it to run automatically when the Blender opener launches. Now we will close the current Blender session and instruct Kraken to open a specific scene. We will open an asset. Since we placed the configuration inside the rig task, it must be a rig task for that element. We open LE Season 1 rig task and instruct the system to open that rig task while displaying the startup terminal. At this point, files are being downloaded to prepare the Blender scene opening process. We display the terminal. Here it is. And we can see that during the startup process, it executes both the hello action and the add-on verification we configured. In this way, we can automate the process. The system has executed two actions, one that prints hello and another that checks the add-ons. As a result, we can guarantee that when Blender starts or any DCC, it is running in the correct configuration for the project environment.